Now we welcome a couple of our own heroes, Karen McMillan and Milla Mackenzie-Brown from NZ Book Lovers, who have 3 books for us to review today. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Nice to see you. Karen, shockingly, I haven't heard, because I love my books, but I haven't heard of Lucinda Riley.
Wow,
Who's she?
You should have.
I like the size of that book.
Big book is what she does.
At the moment, she's the best-selling female novelist in New Zealand when it comes to book sales.
Wow.
Yeah. She's an Irish writer. She previously was an actress until the age of 24 when she started writing. And she's done many books, but this new series has really taken off. And it's the 7 Sisters series, and each of them features a sister. And it's after, they're all adopted, and it's after their elusive billionaire father dies.
Oh, I like the sound of that already.
So where in the series does this one sit?
So this is number 6, but you can read them completely as standalones.
Okay.
So don't be daunted by that. But the main character in this is Electra. So she's one of the world's top models. So she seems to have it all. You know, she's beautiful, rich, and very famous. But what you discover is actually she's got demons. She's got a very bad drug and alcohol problem. So when she finds about her father's death, that just spirals her downwards. But then she gets a letter from a complete stranger saying, "I'm your biological grandmother." So at that point, the novel actually goes back to 1939, and we learn a little bit about her heritage from an unlikely character, I have to say.
This sounds amazing. It's Irish. It's about a woman who sounds fascinating and has got all sorts of problems. Tell us more.
Yeah, so in 1939 you get to meet Cecily. So she's this well-to-do woman that moves from New York to Kenya after having her heart broken. So when she's in Kenya, she meets this guy called Bill, who is a cattle farmer, and he's a confirmed bachelor. I can't say what happens next because it's a complete personal disaster. So she decides to accept his marriage proposal, even though he's probably not really marriage material. But he goes off on his own quite a bit, and she's lonely and isolated. But then one day she finds this newborn baby that's been abandoned. And this baby changes everyone's lives and is the link to the modern day.
Wow.
Everything.
Can I have a hold of it for a sec? So what's the verdict on this one?
Well, you can see it's a doorstop, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's completely absorbing. And I think anyone who reads this will go and read all the other books and devour the books about the other sisters as well.
So it's not one to drop on your face if you're trying to read it on a matter, is it?
You have to read it sitting up straight. Fantastic. You've convinced me. I want to read all 7 of them. Milla, tell us about were you a fan of Diary of the Wimpy Kid?
Yeah,
Diary
I
of the Wimpy
was.
Kid? Yes.
I have like 3 at home, I think.
Do you?
So, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the author, first of all.
So Jeff Kinney has sold over 200 million copies of his
What?
books. But at first he didn't even want to be an author. He wanted to be a newspaper cartoonist, but that didn't work out for him at the time. So he came up with the idea for the first Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. But it took him almost 8 years to write before showing it to a publisher in New York.
8 years.
I've actually met him.
Yeah.
He's quite an incredible man. So what happens in this book?
So the new book, Wrecking Ball, is about Greg Heffley and his family after the Aunt Reba dies and they inherit some money. So the family decide to spend it on home improvement, but it is not that straightforward. Once the walls come down, they have problems like rotten wood, toxic mold, and a hard-to-please building inspector. Like, it gets so bad that they want to move instead of renovate.
So what's your verdict, Milla?
This is a really funny book, and I like how the pictures complement the stories, and, like, everybody will love this.
Do you want to show us a few of the pictures?
Yeah,
I
so
guess if he
we've
was a
got-
great cartoonist beforehand, this has really complemented his skill
One
set.
of those ones.
They're
He's like,
so great.
yeah.
And the great
Fantastic.
thing about the books is that it encourages kids that might not want to read so much to read because there's the pictures there as well to sort of get them going.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Karen, your next book is the latest one by Matilda Green.
Yes, so we all know her from The Bachelor New Zealand,
She's
of course.
been busy, isn't she?
Of
having a
course, she's got a new
baby?
surname, of course.
Yes, yes.
That's what's different.
Just to flag it up.
Yeah.
Well spotted.
She was Matilda Rice, yeah.
Yeah, so she's done a book previously a couple of years ago, but her new book is all about being healthy and happy and living a more fulfilled life. So she talks about self-esteem, she talks about meditation, mindfulness, gratitude, and what those things actually really mean and how you incorporate them in your life. She also talks about the environment, nutrition and sleep. So what I really love about Matilda's book is she draws from her own life with her own experiences. So I think that's the key part of this book. And she's got a really nice writing style. It's really relaxed and friendly.
She's a really nice woman.
She is.
Yeah,
She's
I've met her once
divine.
and she's just
Yeah.
lovely.
She's lovely.
Absolutely lovely.
Do you have any favourite parts of this particular book?
I love the chapter about gratitude. I think it's really wonderful to be thankful for what you have rather than worrying about what you don't have.
And who do you think's going to like it?
Look, anyone's wanting to have a few tools to live a happier life, I think will really enjoy this book. And I think it's a really nice blend of her story and practical advice.
So for those people that don't know of or remember Matilda, she's the one that won Art Green's heart
Yes,
on The
The
Bachelor,
Bachelor.
isn't she? And she's gone on to have a baby just recently.
Very recently.
And you're going to show us some of the pictures
I
in
will
there?
actually. So there's Matilda doing some.
I mean, she's gorgeous, inside
is.
and out.
Oh yes, but she's really real as well. You know,
Yeah.
I think people will go there, and it's got really, really good tips in this.
I think that's what people love about her, is that she is very realistic and very down to earth. And she's talking about taking a look around you. Oh, this is nice actually, isn't it?
It's nice to have a book that actually details what self-care, what meditation, what gratitude means, because they're sort of buzzwords.
They
and if
are
you go,
buzzwords.
and self-care can feel a little bit gratuitous, a little bit selfish, but actually, if you do practice some of these things, it can make quite a big difference. Can't it?
Absolutely, and I think the big message from the book is not about changing yourself, but just celebrating who you are.
Yeah.
You know, but having those tips for the times of stress and worry when you need a toolkit to get through
Yeah.
that.
The gratitude one is. Does anybody else here practice gratitude when you remember? Try and think of three nice things at the end of each day, or no?
I think I'm naturally a
Yeah, you are.
So
Yeah.
am I. And
Yeah.
I'm walking along the road and I'll go, I'll be grateful. I'll go, gosh, those flowers smell amazing.
Yes.
I take a moment, but I probably don't actively go, 3 things I need to be grateful for right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do more of that. And nice pictures. And she's got art in the book as well, because
which is nice.
he's such a
isn't
big part of her life as well.
Yeah.
Fabulous read. So who's going to like this to sort of...
Oh, look, anybody out there that's wanting to have a happier life. Hey, one little thing I like about in this book is she is very, she encourages you to not just think about compliments to other people, to actually voice compliments. And I always think, isn't that nice? Like, if we actually voiced more compliments, the world would be a much
That
more
is
lovely
something
place.
I do actually try and do. Because
And receive them better,
Yes.
maybe?
Yes, I do. Not say, thank you, this dress only costs this much money. Say, oh, thank you, when
Yes.
someone says it's a nice dress. Fantastic. Thank you both very much
you.
for joining us. And for the full book reviews, you can go to nzbooklovers.co.nz or purchase your copy at mightyape.co.nz. Plus, we have got your chance to win one of the books reviewed this morning. Just head to our Facebook page to be in to win.